Okay, so this is the base right here that I've been living in my past few wipes, videos, whatever. And I'm making this video kind of just to give people a link to show them when they ask what base I'm living in. So first of all, I want to say this is going to be very raw. If you're looking for a nice build video, this one's probably not going to be it, but we're just going to explain some stuff, I guess, show the base around, how to build it, whatever. Real quick, I just want to talk about like who this base is for, right? So you don't want to probably play over trio in this thing. It's going to be really cramped and like you just won't have enough space for beds, honestly. Yeah, solo or duo is what I've been doing with it. Because otherwise you could just make a 4x4 and that's probably going to be a lot easier to defend for obvious reasons. Oh yeah, you need to be online, like ready to defend for this thing to be good, I feel like. If you're off, like, what do? They go through one door. If you get these armored, it's going to help a lot, but you go 1, 2, 3, garage door, wrap, whatever do you need to do. Here, you're at the core, right? So, like, depending how you store your loot, this doesn't have an open core or anything. This is just, like, meant to keep everything in the bottom, and you want to be online for that, right? You want to be online. You can kind of see how much storage you can get over here. I place the boxes. Pick this up. You can do the 3 furnaces here and then eventually chuck them in the jump ups. Kind of how I do it. You can get another barrel right here. I just messed up those ones, so I think I did it correctly up here, yeah. So you can get 4 barrels and 2 small boxes, which is honestly pretty good, you know, good enough for my solo wipe at least. I was loaded as well. That was the most loaded I've been as a solo for a minute. But yeah, you can always build those triangles up above here. Chuck whatever you need in them. Depot boxes up above. Little things like that. You should have enough space in a base like this. You can always line the outer ring, right? With a ton of boxes. But yeah, I guess first I should go through probably and show the fully built version. It's got 4 wide gaps, and on each external, I do the bunkered TC. Where is it? There's a built one, just so I can show you guys. Just a roof bunker, makes it 8 rockets. Pretty nice. I'll link a video on how to do this, because it's like a floating foundation shit trick that you're gonna have to figure out how to do. But on the outside here, these gatehouses, I kind of just did this to show like, you can do these any way you want, right? There's no right or wrong way to do this. Usually every wipe, like, it'll be a bit different terrain, right? So you can't do the same shit every time. I think last wipe I lived on a mountain, so I just couldn't even build, like, foundations and also place my externals, walls, whatever. But yeah. Onto the next part. I guess I'll go straight into the core. So this isn't really built, but you could see all the deployables in my last base. And I guess the only thing you need to know is this base is set up so that there's going to be one side of the base that is least likely to be raided. So, right, you've got these double doors here, and they lead, like, it's not symmetrical all the way to the inner peaks, right? So the idea is this side is like maybe the ocean, or it's the end of a mountain, right? Like, you're not going to get raided from this side. That's the idea. That's the way I set it up. So good rule of thumb, I guess, is when you're building it, like, just face the side with the TC you don't want raider, or you don't think raiders will come from. So that's also your TC side. So like, if they pummel, there's a less likely of a chance. I mean, it is a 2x1, so at the end of the day, it's gonna probably get exposed eventually. But I'll also put, like, my main external, the first external I put down will be on this side as well. Just so that you even up the, or lessen the chance that it's going to get taken over by raiders. So yeah, in one of my videos recently, the raiders got the main external, the first one placed, and once they pummeled my core, broke the main TC, I couldn't even build in my own base, even though I had all 3 of the other ones. So that's just how the priv works. It's a little annoying, but things you can do, I guess, to deter people from doing that. Right, so turrets, you've got these ones floating above some chutes that I've made here. Go up, lead to inner peaks, do the chain link. I've been liking the chain link lately. It stops like the annoying breaking of the turrets, I guess. You don't need them here, but they're just nice so that you have an airlock in case you get deeped right here. Only 2 doors. Yeah, you got the standard like spider climb jump ups. I throw a battery in there just for turrets or whatever. You can also throw a bedroom here. It's pretty cramped, but it works. For inner peaks, I do these ramps, right? And here, let me go to this other version of the base I made to show that you can kind of build these inner peaks in 2 different ways. Like, so here I had on the other base like this doorway, right? What I would do is I would like have a turret floating. Here, let me see. Yeah, on that side. Okay, so delete that. Throw this here. Delete that. So what you can do is you can actually set up a turret that is looking right here, and it'll shoot obviously people in your inner peaks, but it'll also shoot down here when these guys are trying to eco raid you, like with expo ammo or loot your outer ring, whatever it might be. And it's actually pretty good, right? So you can either do the 2 turrets in these spots, or you can have like one there and then the other one over here. That's what I did on one of my wipes, I think. But yeah, so that's what that's for. And then, oh yeah, also you can do your peaks kind of like this instead. I've seen people doing this lately. These floors are pretty open, so like having something you can run on for cover, you know, look down and med maybe, whatever it might be, so you can be in safety. It's actually pretty nice. I might try these out with one of my wipes. We'll see. Maybe on the side with my front door, I'll do the turret like this, and then on the other side, we'll have something like that. Not sure. We'll see. Oh yeah, the nice part about this turret too is like, say you only have enough for 1 turret, that's like 1 good spot that's going to cover, you know, parts of your lower ring and parts of your upper ring. So yeah, it hurts mobility a bit, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. But getting to the showcase of the rest of the base, I guess. So you've got this. I think I didn't really build this, but I put like my tier 3 here last time, and then the tier 2 down here along that wall. I've done loop. You can do a triangle here, have barrels above your tier 3, whatever. I think I did I put like a vending machine right here, and then chucked a bed right here. Had a large box, and like this was like a pretty good area to store like ceiling mats, HV rockets, whatever, you know. Just a good like use of storage, because this is quite open here, right? So obviously throw your garage doors, right? Try to make it as hard as possible to raid. Sometimes I'll like leave these doors open in case they break the turret. You have something to close or whatever. Yeah, sectioning off up here is not too bad either, but maybe leaving them open so your turret gets some effectiveness as well. We already showed the spider climbs. Coming up here, I kind of had like this weird wraparound where like in case you ever ran out of storage, you just got like 4 boxes there. I think I did some industrial piping one wipe where I just made this like my ore box, and then this my frag box. So like you can pipe them all the way down into your compound, you know, use those boxes for that reason. Always you can chuck a bed up here, right? Not too bad. And then this floor, right? So this isn't a different, I guess, floor. Same thing on the other side, by the way. What I was doing, I was leaving this door open, putting a turret there, and then this is supposed to be like kind of like a corridor, right? So say like people are trying to top down you. First, they're gonna have to deal with a stupid shotgun trap or something. But also, a lot of people don't know how to really like stand spray effectively right now. A lot of people not going on UKN. But yeah, these are good head glitches, right? To hold, drop down, whatever. And this is kind of just something like I made as a defense. It's especially good for like, say early game. I don't have any wide gaps or anything, right? So this is like, say you just pissed off a group and you're trying to get to a buildable state. This is a good spot like to defend and bait raids, whatever. And that's kind of why I built this other base, just to show like you don't have to get all that jazz around it, right? You can build something like this. It's actually pretty defendable early on. Maybe you get like a solar panel turret, or you have a charged battery for some reason. It's been happening to me lately. Yeah, so you can bait raids, do whatever. I will credit this floor, like this idea, to Miller. Obviously, I've been playing with him in my past few videos, so this was his idea. I kind of stole it. And then actually the whole base itself, like the bottom at least, one guy started building this base. It's called, his name is Chase, TB20, I think. That's kind of where I got the core of the bottom at least. The rest of it is stuff I haven't seen before. You know, obviously you got spider climbs and shit, but I kind of just put my own twist on it, and that's why I'm making a separate video, so that people know how to build the exact version of what I've been living in. That makes sense. But yeah, I guess I forgot, I've been doing these weird like peaks. They're not like, it's not like they cover a ton of ground or anything, right? But I just thought it was cool to have like some sort of a way from the outside, or inner peaks to shoot to the outside. Might be fun, and it's a cool way to use these, what do you call these things? Floor ramps. Yeah, ramps. But yeah, you can use these early on too. Kind of a nice little shooting angle that people don't expect, and I haven't seen much of. Going up on the full build, I guess, after we've covered that, is the shooting floor. So I built this base with a square shooting floor in one of my solo videos, but in the one I just played, which would be against like the Star Clan, if you guys saw it, I built these triangle wide gaps instead, with a weird square on the end, or on the, yeah, these ends. But yeah, I've actually been liking these triangles a bit more, honestly, and I think they look a little less scary, right? When you do the squares, everything looks like way bulkier up top, and this one you kind of just keep the open concept. These doors are nice, and you just have pretty good peaks, honestly. You got good visibility everywhere. Over here, I've done like the 2 turrets with the chain link, and these little like drop down pod, I guess, ramp squares. Honestly, really nice. Gives you a lot of visibility. Good for the turret placements, of course. They cover like everything. I had a group try to top down like offline, and these 2 things were shooting at them at once, and they just, you put the compound bows in them and they just get torched. It's actually crazy. Basically bolt turrets for 2 rope and some metal frags. Yeah, I've only done the one singular way up to the roof, and then I just did some glass. And last swipe, I also put this turret here. So say they got to go through a shotgun trap after they blow that top door. This is like for full offline, by the way. They go through the shotgun trap, then they step foot down in here, get torched from the right, torched from the left, and then they try to drop down finally and just get torched from this. So definitely nice to make it a challenge for them to get past the top, because this is like your most defendable areas. Right here, I've been putting my battery, one of them at least, in a locker. And you got to remember, this is the side, right, that you're least likely to be rated on. So the TC's on this side, the battery shooting floor bed is on this side, and the good external is on this side. So it's important that you make your base in an area where you're least likely to be rated from, in my opinion. That's what I've been doing, at least. Yeah, so we're back in the shooting floor. I've been putting glass on everything lately, because the second you start getting raided, what's outside? Like a giant tower, usually. And these guys, they will hold you down while you're trying to single out like the rocketers beneath you, like that are actually close to your base. So the glass, and then maybe just a bunch of like small boxes everywhere with a hammer in it or whatever, just to keep it, like if you need to take it off, you can put some metal frags in there to repair it afterwards, whatever. I was closing these doors too, just to make it more annoying to have to raid that. Putting these doors down, like say you need cover or whatever. I've also taken them off so that I have a really wide gap right here on the corners, honestly. Not sure why that's there. Sorry. You can open, close, leave these on, leave them off, whatever. They're nice at first to be on, and then if you take them off, it's super easy. Just replace it before you dip. Down here, left the glass off of here. You got the ramp peaks, obviously. Pick it up if you need. And you've got a little turret pod. And then I guess that's pretty much it for the shooting floor. Oh yeah, so right here, there's like double door frames, but I just leave them open to keep these turrets effective. Kind of just going for that open concept, I guess. Coming up here, we got the 2 doors, right? I built the SAM sites because, I mean, honestly, I rarely get SAM sites these days as a solo. But it's, you know, you never know how your wipe's going to go. You might get them. May as well prep for it. For the roof, I did like these shipping container, like little peaks. These are actually pretty clutch to one of my raid defenses recently. I was using these a lot. Give you some cover up here. Obviously, these roofs are the best for stopping people from like getting total control of your shooting floor from the top somehow. And just making it harder for people to get roof control, I guess. Sometimes I'll do these right here, which is just the chain link fence and auto turret, like standard for the roof. That way, like, it'll take like a couple more rockets to break it or whatever. Maybe you could tuck that in deeper if you want it to be safer. And then also I've been doing lately is the door controller with a smart switch. You can like keep your turrets safe for the roof, and when people land to offline you, you just hit the button and they're dead. Got that from a Gorliak video. But yeah, that shit is definitely clutch, because what do? You wake up, they rocket out your turrets, your shit's getting raided, waste of a laptop and a camera. And that shit can be hard sometimes as a solo, depending on where you live. Here, just hit the classic bedroom, I guess, if you want one more. It's obviously not that safe, so maybe don't put the double locker like I did. That's like if you're really loaded. Then up here, you've got the, double turbine. Stability's kind of cooked up here, 6%, so if something gets rocketed, probably gonna fall. But it's nice to have that extra power in like the least amount of space as possible, right? So kind of how I view it. Here, this is kind of a weird angle because of the garage door, but you get in here and it's actually pretty good still. So you got mobility, can crouch, whatever you need. And that is a lot of the base already. So this is pretty quick, just showing you kind of the little pieces and puzzles to the base. It's nothing too crazy. We keep it simple. This thing's I like it, man. I've been it's basically a 4x4 but a bit cheaper, right? That's kind of how I view it. Good for solo, good for duo. I guess the only thing left to do is build it from the start. So I'll try to build as quick as possible, maybe keep this video, you know, somewhat easy. I don't think symmetry would work for a base like this because it's a 2x1. I'll just build it, you know, how I would from the beginning. So right away, we're going to use this as a reference. This is the side you're least likely to be raided from. So say you pull up, nice hill, little flat, boom, cliff on the side of the hill. Get close to it, but not too close, obviously, because you're going to need externals. Least likely to be raided from that side. Just right away. All right. Usually start with something like this. This is a very annoying double door, so I usually try to get this garage door as soon as possible. This one is like, it's good to have because it pushes that airlock already. Even though it's annoying, you have to crouch through it all the time. But yeah, go 3 stories up. Get this. Boom. Then boom, boom. And then that is the bottom of your core done. For the foundations, we just go full ring of squares. You can hit these. These are your spider climbs, and then this is your chute. So boom. And then like early on in wipe, I'll usually do, instead of like normal jump ups, just one of these. And then that way you can use a double door instead of a garage door. Because usually you don't have garage doors all that fast. Always fix it later. Double door, single door, double door. That there. Here you do half walls for those low peaks that I was making. On these chutes, I did this. You can have those battery rooms. And then we go double door here. On these, you'll go low wall. And then here you'll have ladder hatch frame. Make sure you place these ladder hatch frames first, because they're kind of annoying to do later. Okay, so then we'll go here. Window. That. The window there. Build those chutes up. That's good. Double door frame here. Walls. Yeah, I'm building this like I'm flying, so it's not probably going to be the same order as you. So I apologize for that. Here I am flying around making this easy. You're probably just like using twig, wasting thousands of your wood. But yeah, so inner peaks here. Start. You can start down here. I just do this and that. And then you can hit the half wall floor right there. 2 double door frames on this side. Frame, window, frame, frame. And then where's my half wall? There you go. It does help probably to have Brutalist DLC. Skin's very good for these peaks at least. The normal stone is just horrible, honestly. It's not even the Brutalist is super good. But yeah, hit that half wall peak, and then we'll fly up through here like you would. So what I would do is jump to this side, place twig here, make these twig. That one's your normal floor. Make these twig. And then you go like that, low wall, low ramp, and then high ramp on this side. High ramp on this side, and then we'll hit those to Brutalist. Metal works as well if you've got shipping container or sheet metal. Then you can demolish these floors and they will float. So that's how that mechanism works. Hit these to Brutalist too, so you get more visibility. Pretty nice. And then this wall as well, Brutalist, make it smaller. There you go. You can start high wall there, low wall, Brutalist, Brutalist. And we're good. If you want to do your peaks like this, these are pretty good too. And then or you could do it like the version I had on my other base, which would be like this. And then you can add the double door later. It's like, this is more so like, say like you need cover, there's just hella people down there and they're shooting you, you can close it, stay safe. But I think next wipe, yeah, probably my next solo or whatever, I'll do these peaks, honestly. These seem pretty good. Being able to have mobility as well makes it easier to move. But yeah, you've got your peaks there. Hit some wall frames all along this shit, in case you want to section it off later. And then you can just seal all of this off. Floor. Honeycomb. All these walls can be built. And then this is the weird shoot floor. So here you've got your half wall loot room. And I was doing some ramps just to make it more annoying for raiders if they hit that back wall. Hit the window, whatever. I think I did double door here, single door here, double door, single door, and then you hit the wall here. Pick that up. That loot room. Then you've got your half wall jump up in this weird ass corridor. Right here, you could honestly throw like, so yeah, you hit the locker, hit the double door or the single door frame, and then you can chuck one of these actually. Oh, gotta rotate it. Hit the rotate. And then you used to be able to... Yeah, you can access the locker behind the vending machine if you want. So say like you want to hide some shit, be sneaky, and also keep this like 7 rockets with sheet metal because it's a vending machine. You can store loot in the vending machine and then also store shit in the locker, and it's a one-way locker. Last time I put a turret right here just to like, say I got PvP rocketed right here and I wanted to loot my body, this turret would kind of stop them. Peek and then do whatever. Double door frame here. Definitely leave that upgraded. Garage door. And then you could seal it right there. That's done. And then now that we're up on shooting floor, I figure I can go out and just go build the wide gaps. So this is how I do wide gaps. Obviously, I think a lot of people do them differently. I might have gone too close on this side. Uh-oh. We'll see. Let me make sure, actually. So 1, 2... Oh, yeah. So triangle first, because it's off a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, and then a triangle at the end. Then I build squares back. And then... Or wait, half moon back off that triangle, and then 2 squares. Delete all of this. So now you've got a wide gap for here. So here I would do square, triangle. That is done actually. Like that. So then once you connect all of these, you've got your wide gap for this side. So for the TC, I might not be able to fully build it on this side because it's still close to the edge, but usually you can do like gatehouse, or this could be just like bedroom side. Usually I'll do 2 gatehouses, like over here. I did 4, but usually I'll do 2. For the sides that you don't do them though, you can do like this, where you have 2 beds and 2 lockers. Or you can do some shit like this. That's all funky. Got a ton of space though. And yeah, build the TC off of that. Honestly, just whatever you're feeling like. You've got 4 entrances to the base, so it's whatever works. But off of them, let's see if I can build this, but... Oh yeah, I can. Nice. So, this is what you start with. This would all be twig, and then, or deleted or whatever. So then I'll throw my external like this. You could either do a glass window, like that, or you can hit it with a sheet single. Doesn't really matter. Either way, this is a bunker, so it doesn't matter. Make sure when you build your bunker, it's like that. But yeah, the video I link will show you how to do this, but I'll just maybe do it real quick. Sometimes I don't even get it first try. It can be, you have to get a certain percent of stability. 87. So you need 79 or 78 usually. I think 87 means it's too high. So I need to go a little lower. There we go, 79. Then you delete those. Triangle, square, triangle. Delete them back. Triangle, square, triangle. Upgrade. And then you've got a bunker that works. Then you stand up here once it's open. Build this shit. Do whatever here. This is your gatehouse. That's completely up to you. I'm gonna set auto upgrade back. And if stability is good enough, you should be able to build this. And then if you need to disconnect it, you go triangle half moon all the way here. And then it disconnects just like that. So yeah, disconnectable and bunkered TCs. Pretty nice. And if you don't want to build the bunker right away, you just chuck a door on it and do it later when you've got enough resources. And sometimes this gap is bigger than others. Let me see. I think it's because it's not all the same upgraded. Yeah, so the gap can be really tiny or it can be a bit bigger, depending on how good your freehand foundation is. But yeah, that won't decay or anything. Let's go to the exact other side and do the same wide gap we just did. So triangle, 4 squares, triangle. Delete 2 squares back after a half moon off of that triangle. Delete that. Delete that. Oh yeah, don't honeycomb like I did there. Sorry. These are meant to be double door frames for the shooting floor. I'll try to edit that so that you don't waste your shit. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna build all the externals because you know how to do it already, hopefully. I'll build one for this side though. So since this is already off of a triangle that's good enough, we can just go 4 squares. And then triangle back. And then you square half moon after the square like this. And this is a good wide gap. This one's a bit wider, so what I did in my wipes is I chucked my mixing tables on these foundies, and it was actually kind of nice. So, but yeah, you go square off of this and triangle, and then you've got the same sort of wide gap. So half wall here, then floor, windows, and a high ramp, which we're gonna upgrade to brutalist. Okay, so then on these, do more like that, double door frame off of that, and the floor goes off of that. And then you've got your turret thing there, like that. And build the floors of this wide gap. Got your standard windows. One more side to do though, so same shit. I probably won't even show all these just because I might show them out of laziness, to be honest. So I don't have to chop this all up. I know when I used to build bases from YouTube videos, it was actually nicer when they literally took me through every step. That way I knew I wouldn't mess up. So maybe that'll help you guys. I don't know. Then half wall, floor, window. Ramp. Then you hit your double door frames all along these corners, and then also along that, because this is going to be for stability on the rooftop. For here, just do your normal ceilings off of the wide gap, not the floor or the frames. So yeah, all along the wide gap. Forgot a frame there. Hit the ceilings. Ceiling, boom. Okay, so here we've got the bedroom we've got to make. So I think I did like this. Double door frame, boom. Bedroom up here. That's good. And then we go jump up here. Frames for stability, floor. And we basically finish the shooting floor. Here you go window, window, and then triangle roof. Hit this with the brutalist treatment as well. And then these ones are squares. So do square, square. On these sides. Then right here, we go window, window. Frame like that. Then back to square, square. Hit your window on the corners. Triangle, triangle. Square, square. Sounds like a GTA cheat code. Hitting the brutalist on all of this because it looks way better. Okay, so the roofs are done. Nice, and then we'll go walls here. Floor for now right here. We change that later. Floor there. Then delete these. Oh wait, keep the floor. You need a double door frame right here. And then this is going to be where that turret goes later. So you can kind of see. No matter how you do it, it's still like that. Even if you do the door controllers or if you do the chain link fences that I was doing. For the top here, we still need all those windows, so hit that like that. Where are my single doors at? I'll just hit the glass. Okay, so good there. If you want, you can chuck some frames here, but that's for your SAM site down the road, which, let's be real, if you're playing solo, you're not getting the SAM site, sorry. Just kidding, but yeah, they're hard. Here, we've got another set of walls, and this is your bedroom that we were doing. And then you hit the 4 frames, double floor, get a turbine. Hit these on the very edge, otherwise they won't be placeable. And most people won't need that much power, but like say you do need 3 SAMs, that's 75 power, so it's a whole turbine by itself. Plus your 12 turrets and your electric furnaces, whatever. We can go to the embrasures. I mean, that's pretty much the base. Like, good chunks of it are done. Here, I'll do the vertical. Jack off Jimmy trying to join my build. Get out of here, buddy. Here, I'll usually throw the horizontals just because they're nice. And then the rest of them are just straight up vertical spam. So 4 horizontal and like 20 some vertical. Not gonna count it, sorry. You're gonna have to do that yourself. Then we can grab our double doors and hit the glass spam. I highly recommend the glass, honestly. And hit these facing outwards. Alright. Shooting floor is cooked and done. And that is pretty much the base, I guess. I guess I'll go back here real quick and just show you guys the externals. I mean, I think most of you know how to make externals, right? Surely most of you know how to make externals. But yeah, you can just do like... This can really just be free-handed however you want. I just make sure to do the half wall thing so that you can build a turret there later. Chuck a turret up here if you want. Something like that. I'll usually do glass on the outside and then embrasures on the inside. That way if you get in, you can shoot. But yeah. Here we'll go boom. And this is your bunkered TC. That is backwards. Nice. Boom. Alright. So, that's pretty much it, boys. I think that was thorough and simple enough to get the job done. If you, I missed anything, I mean, I don't think I did, but yeah, let me know. Yeah. Should probably keep seeing me build something similar to this if I'm playing solo. I've been enjoying the base, honestly. Yeah, if I'm playing a wife for a long time, this is like just as good as a 4x4, honestly. A little bit cheaper as well. Don't look at the numbers up here. They're not accurate because I've got 3 different bases built. But yeah, that'll do it